Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. In this video I'll show you one of the meals that I make for myself that help me fuel my day. What it means is that instead of having sugar highs and sugar lows and sugar highs and sugar crashes randomly throughout the day of various intensity and duration, no, I don't do that. This meal helps me maintain a steady level of blood sugar. It's good for sustained periods of intense mental focus and concentration, whether at work or at school, or during an endurance event such as cross-country skiing or cycling or triathlon, you name it. So it's good for powering the brain and it's good for powering the body throughout an endurance event or at work, whatever. The name of the meal is müsli. You can pronounce it any which way you like, or can. Swiss müsli. It's been around in this form since 1900. The ingredients that I use are in front of me on the countertop. Have a look-see. The ingredients vary, but they can be roughly grouped into three groups: grains, nuts, and fruit. And they are used with your choice of beverage. So, have a look at what I've got here on the counter. That's about a good angle there. So, the ingredients are not so much, this is a meal that isn't so much made, more like mixed in together. So I'm using this container with a silicone lid and this very simple locking mechanism. Keep the ingredients in it, shake it together, and that's all the making there is to it. The ingredients stay dry in this until such point that I'm ready to add to it my choice of beverage. The ingredients neither spoil nor freeze. So, on a hot summer day, they don't go wrong. I can take it out on the Arctic tundra with me and they don't freeze on me. Yes, they will get cold, but even when they're cold, when I eat it, the meal doesn't lower my core body temperature, because grains and nuts don't really have a high thermal conductivity. Okay, they are pretty good insulators, and so they don't cool your person down too much. So it works in the summer, it works in the winter, it does not need refrigeration of any kind. However, the drink that you take with you in the winter, you might want to keep it on your person or close to your body where it actually doesn't freeze. If you don't have a source of ignition and a source of fuel to thaw it out, it's going to be a problem. So, and on a hot summer day, keep the beverage somewhere where it stays cool. So this one needs a little bit of thought, but the food itself stays dry and stays pretty much unspoiled in its dry condition. Now, what goes into it can be measured at either by weight, if you want to go precise one way, that's a scale, or can be measured at by volume. Scoop it with a spoon, or like volume like so. I very often just eyeball the ingredients, how much I want to eat. The reason why I don't buy a commercial muesli, pre-mixed muesli off the shelf is because I want to control the quality of ingredients, I want to control the proportion of the ingredients, I want to control the sugar content of the ingredients and the salt content of the ingredients, just to name a few. So, in no particular order, the ingredients go in right here. Okay, in this small container I've got dried cranberries. Of course, if I have fresh ones, I put in the fresh ones. Fresh raspberries, fresh blueberries, whatever. But I like dried fruit because they don't spoil, especially in the summer. There's nothing wrong, of course, with fresh fruit, fresh strawberries, whatever, but dried fruits will keep it really unspoiled in hot summer. This is also, I got it from a hotel in this cute little container. This is oat, that is rolled oat, and it is slightly roasted. Sure, why not? One of the examples of grain. Another example of seeds is this. I'll take some out. Sunflower seeds. They are roasted and unsalted. Sometimes I go very precise on this. I prefer unsalted even during an endurance event when I lose quite a bit of minerals, but I like electrolytes instead of, this is Gatorade. I'm gonna go cycling in 20 minutes. I like electrolytes worked out differently, not necessarily by the salting that the industry applies to it. So, sunflower seeds, roasted, unsalted, yummy. Well, at least this is what I like, and this is what I eat. Another seed I use and like, pumpkin seeds. Let's take it out from the package. Also, unsalted, and I don't like them raw. Some people go for raw because it's more natural. Hey, you can make it as healthy as you like it to be. There is no correct way of really making this. There is no correct way of eating. Next ingredient is, take a look at this weird stuff. Very, very inexpensive. Looks like this. It looks very flaky. This is wheat germ. Wheat germ is high in protein. Comes from part of the grain that is high in protein and is good fiber as well. Wheat germ, not a disease. Part of the kernel that gets discarded during the milling process in making flour, white flour. So, very inexpensive. Also inexpensive, rye. Organic rye flakes look like this. They are flattened, not cut so much. They are flattened. There we go. And I put in, I don't know, how much do I want to eat? Well, about that much. Now, this is not going to fuel my whole day solely on this amount of food. It doesn't have nearly enough calories, but the point is steady level of blood sugar, and I control the amount of sugars in the diet and the quality of ingredients. Another component is pitted prunes, or there you have it. If I find fresh plums, I throw in fresh plums, why not? But again, fresh spoils in the hot summer or freezes in the cold winter, so there's benefit in going with dried fruit. Some nuts that I use and like: cashews, pistachios, almonds, pecans, whatever. I like oats in a different form as well. This is Cheerios. Nothing fancy about it. Sometimes I just throw in Cheerios like this, why not? Maybe a little more. If you like artificial food coloring, here is Fruit Loops. I am not recommending any of these, I'm just saying this is what I do. Hey, this is good for some sugar. This is wheat based, and yeah, not especially healthy, but hey, this is fun. Okay. And plus, this was given to me. I didn't buy it, and so I'm eating it. I've been eating it for at least 3 months, and I still have some in the bag. It's okay. I just don't want to throw it out. Choice of beverage. Oh, last one here is, again, a commercially available granola mix, and whatever they put in, that's what's in it. This also has, not surprisingly, fruit and nut componentry to it. So very simply, this is good to go in the backpack. Eventually, as you hike throughout the day, or cycle, or whatever you do, this will all get mixed in, and it's good to go with my choice of beverage. This can be fruit juice. I know it's Gatorade, but don't worry about it. So, any kind of fruit juice you like, mango juice, whatever. Now, that's one option. Fruit juice with low sugar, whatever I can find, and I'm okay with take it with me. Orange juice is also another option, and one other item is milk. If you like cow's milk or any kind of milk, go for it. Sometimes I take milk with me, but milk kind of spoils fast in the summer, so depending on how far I go from refrigeration and how cold the temperature is, or whether I feel like digesting cow's milk in adulthood. So depending on your ability or your fancy, whatever suits you can be your choice of beverage. It doesn't have to be milk, cow's milk. Okay, there are options out there. So that's what goes into, for example, this particular batch of muesli that I'm gonna eat, and it's been working really well for me for years. Thanks for watching.